Doncic can't find any space. 3 seconds. 2. Deep one. Doncic!
Oh my gosh.
Bingo!
This was a deja vu to Luka's game winner in the playoffs, and his Yugoslavian brother Nikola Jokic carried the Nuggets on the comeback, trying to force overtime just like the previous game. We got 2 electric games, but the one in Minnesota had the potential of being historic because
Edwards one-on-one with Thompson, makes his move. Oh, that's crafty!
the very first possession was a sign for things to come, but nobody had an idea that Edwards was about to go nuclear.
Doncic's shooting struggles from last night.
Oh, Anthony Edwards is putting on an offensive exhibition. Run out for DiVincenzo. Goes behind the back with the razzle-dazzle dribble. Edwards, got it! Anthony Edwards is unconscious. Marshall defending Edwards. Gobert the screen. Edwards. Oh, this is ridiculous! Anthony Edwards is in a different stratosphere.
In an unreal start to this game, Edwards was like a man possessed, scoring 24 points in the first quarter on 80% from the field. Using my elite math skills, I quickly realized that Ant was on a pace to score 96 in this game. All jokes aside though, considering the circumstances, Dallas hung in there pretty well and were down by only 8 after the first 12 minutes. And in the second, the Mavs gave Kyrie a running start, curling on the perimeter, getting a pass from the big man. This would get him going, so then in transition,
Brown knocks it free, turnover. Doncic ahead, Irving lines it up, book it, a 3.
and Luka kept hunting for his preferred matchup, and when the switch was made, he exploited it time after time to get the bucket or the assist.
Standing in that series, that tag team of big guys gets lost sometimes in that.
Luka slam for Lively.
Meanwhile, Edwards followed his insane 24 with a whopping 0 points in the second, but it wasn't like the Mavs defense locked him up. In fact, this was his only shot attempt. He wasn't firing away heat checks or anything like that, and just stood on the side for most of the second quarter watching the rest of his teammates. Maybe it was fatigue, or maybe he wanted the others to also get into a rhythm. And it didn't help that he also got a small injury towards the end of the half either. In the meantime, with the help of the role players, the Mavs came all the way back, and from there, it was a game of runs from both teams, with the Timberwolves starting out hot in the second half.
They were acquired last season. Conley connects. Randall, one-on-one. Thompson there defensively. Randall gets the roll. 7-0 run for Minnesota. Randall kick. Conley, does he have another? Yes, a 3.
The arena was buzzing, but they had no idea that Dallas was about to go lights out from downtown.
Reload here for Dallas. Corner. Kyrie, bottom, a 3. 13th turnover for the Timberwolves. Irving loads it up, knocks it down. Dallas goes back in front by 1. Lively back in for Dallas. The cut by Doncic. Wild pass to the corner. Highlight. Dinwiddie nails the 3. Luka Doncic with the blind feed. Marshall the curl, kick, Grimes ready position, got a 3. Timeout Timberwolves.
This was the catalyst to a monster 32-13 run for the rest of the quarter and a 10-point lead going into the fourth. But the Timberwolves would not surrender, so this became a shootout in the finish, with the entire Minnesota lineup going against Luka and Kyrie, who pulled all the strings for Dallas.
Irving against Randall, works his way in for 2. He is a magician. One-on-one with Randall. Irving shows it, fires it, and hits! Kyrie Irving got him! Wow. Irving bounces Washington around the horn. Now it's Doncic. Off the dribble drive, Doncic!
Oh, man.
Chef's kiss!
And Doncic saved the best for last.
Timer is down to 5. Doncic can't find any space. 3 seconds. 2. Deep one. Doncic!
Oh my gosh.
Bingo! Luka Doncic! It brings you back to the Western Conference Finals when he was jawing with the Timberwolves fans. He is the Don.
Doncic causes PTSD to every Minnesota fan with yet another dagger in this building. And speaking of that, Nuggets fans were also in shock watching their team fall in a 17-point deficit to another likely lottery team after barely getting out alive against the Raptors just 24 hours prior.
Schroeder trying to tell a story with his eyes to Williams. His 3 is good for Brooklyn. Here's Milton teeing it up. He gets it to go.
Michael Malone's team knew that they'd have to chip away little by little, so given the situation, the Nuggets did the best they could and cut the lead down to single digits before halftime.
Jokic draws two. Brown in the corner, connects.
And in the third, Denver continued to put the pressure on the Nets, and
Here comes Jokic, serving it ahead. Murray's three. He got it. Timeout, Brooklyn, and Jordy Fernandez upset. Here's Jokic, backing down, draws two, dumps it underneath to Gordon for the reverse.
but despite coming all the way back, the Nuggets never managed to shake off Brooklyn, and as much as they hated it, they got themselves into a tough spot once again.
Shoveling it back. Thomas thought about the three. Drives and lays. Nets back in front by one. 5 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Thomas fading and hitting. Cam Thomas delivering another tough bucket.
So with their backs against the wall, Denver had a deja vu moment trying to stay alive with the same go-to play, a back down by Jokic.
Agree. Here's Jokic. Crab dribbling down. Jokic gets into the paint. Can't hit the lay. The tip is good.
And just like last game, their opponents gave them a chance with a missed free throw at the end. So then,
Into Jokic. Denver played an overtime game last night. Jokic bustling in and tying it at 125. Too easy for the three-time MVP.
Jokic ties the game, but there's still time left for the Nets and a chance to win the game.
Ball in Schroeder's hands. 4 seconds left. Schroeder makes his move to the corner. Finney-Smith. No. And we have overtime.
Finney-Smith once again bails out the Nuggets, missing a wide-open three-pointer for the win, sending this one to overtime. And once they got there, Denver knew how to seal the deal.
Here's Jokic. Finds corner, cutting and finishing.
Take their time.
18 boards for Jokic now. Murray, runner, banks in.
Plays like this, along with clutch free throw shooting and Brooklyn's inability to stop them without fouling, ultimately saved Denver, and they're now at a 2-2 start that could have easily been 0-4, and their fans are disturbed by this ugly beginning. On the contrary, Golden State fans are ecstatic, witnessing a deja vu themselves.
Saw that quick double team.
Buddy Hield for three.
Come on now, this dude, it's unbelievable.
After a 5 for 7 and 7 for 9 barrage from downtown, Buddy Hield once again went lights out, and this time when it mattered the most, in the fourth quarter.
Hield three.
Why not? Why not?
19-point fourth quarter for the hot shooting Buddy Hield. He has been a flamethrower for the Golden State Warriors.
4 for 4 in the last period and 7 for 11 total from long range for Buddy, who's starting the season shooting a sizzling 55% from the three-point line. And with his help, the Warriors blew this game open, getting an impressive 3-1 start so far. Extremely exciting games last night, but they were nowhere near the greatest night of the season, where we saw the absolute madness that the NBA could give us. You gotta witness exactly what happened right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.